YouTube? It's a brand new kind of me. Today is Monday, October 10th. I had my surgery last Monday, October 3rd. I have been home at my in my own home, in my own bed for the past 3 nights. This will be my third night here, and it's great to be home. Every day gets a little bit better. I wanted to talk a little bit today about how I've been working on getting my protein in. The nutrition said I need a minimum of 60 grams of protein a day. The surgeon would like me to have 80. So right now I'm shooting for 60 because 80 is just too high. But I know that the range would be anywhere from 60 to 80 grams of protein is a good place to be. And obviously, the more protein you have, the less chance you will have of losing your hair. You'll be able to keep some of your muscle mass. The protein helps with your muscle mass, and also the healing process of your stomach. The protein helps make sure that things are healing better. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that have been working for me to get my 60 grams in. I got 60 in yesterday for the first time, so this is new, and I'm definitely not a pro at it, but it's just the things that have been working for me. So for starters, I mentioned this in another video, the unflavored bariatric fusion protein powder is a lifesaver. I can't do a full serving of it because it's just too much now, but I can put it in a lot of things. And so a scoop is about roughly 2 tablespoons. I'm doing 1 tablespoon of the powder when I mix it in. What I've been mixing it in most of the time is the powdered mashed potatoes. So I make a really diluted version of that. I'm doing a 1/4 cup of like the mashed potato mix in a cup of water, boiled over heat. I added a little bit of butter for flavor, and then in a separate container, this container actually is the one I've been eating out of. It's this line right here is the 1/2 cup mark. So 1/2 cup is the goal, although I can't do a 1/2 cup in one sitting right now, but I still make it a 1/2 cup portion so I can eat usually about a 1/4 of a cup, put it away for a little bit, and then bring it back and finish it. So one meal right now is taking 2 sittings instead of one, but I feel like that'll probably change. That's supposed to change in the long run. I should have about 4 ounces to work with. So I put my gravy and my tablespoon of unflavored protein powder in here and mix it up real good. The protein powder dissolves pretty fast, so it doesn't. I mean, as long as you have enough liquid in there, it doesn't really make a paste. As long as you have enough liquid in there, it'll dilute it right down. And then after the mashed potatoes are cooked, I can get about 3 1/2 cups out of that consistency of a cup of water and a 1/4 cup of the mashed potato mix. And so I put my it's about a 1/4 cup of made mashed potatoes with a 1/4 cup of the gravy protein mixture in this cup. And so it's very thinned down. It's thinned down with water and with gravy, and it's just the canned. It's like in a jar turkey gravy. It's nothing special, but it just adds flavor to mask the because it's so watered down, and also there is a little bit of a flavor to the unflavored protein powder, but it's not bad as long as you don't put too much powder in. So so a tablespoon of the unflavored powder and gravy and very diluted down boxed mashed potatoes, and that is how I've been getting in a lot of my protein. There are, I'm just looking at the container here, 27 grams of protein in a full 2 scoops of the powder. So we're getting about a 1/4 of that in 1 serving of the mashed potatoes, which works out to be about a 1/2 cup serving. The other thing is with learning how to use my new stomach, I went ahead of time, got some warning that smaller spoons are a good idea. So I went to the baby food aisle of the grocery store, and they have these in a pack. It's like a rainbow pack, so there's like 2 or 3 of each color, and it's just a much smaller spoon. I mean, I'm trying to show you somewhere so you can see like difference in size here. I don't know if that helps, but it's, I mean, it's just a smaller spoon, made really for a 4-month-old baby. So for cereals, yogurts, and that kind of thing, but for a baby, and it helps to take smaller bites. Um, so that has been helping. Um, Eating really is not something that I want to do or enjoy doing anymore, which is a complete 360 from where I was, or 180, whatever. It's a complete opposite of where I was before. I loved to eat. So I really wasn't sure how this was going to work, if it was just going to be, okay, you're going to feel that you're full and you're going to stop because you're full. But I know that they remove a chemical called ghrelin from your stomach as part of this process, and that takes away the feeling of hunger. It doesn't tell your brain you're hungry. So it's really important to make sure that you eat when it's time to eat, even though you don't feel hungry. And that's been really the biggest challenge, because it's really not been a fun thing for me to eat. The other way I'm getting my protein in right now is Dannon has these Greek yogurts. They're called 000. It's zero sugar, zero fat, and something else, zero something else. But there's 15 grams of protein in one of them. And one of them is 5 ounces. So that's, again, going to be a regular meal after my stomach heals. But right now I can only do about half of it in a sitting. So I'm doing about 6 half meals a day right now, because I can't fit the full 4 ounces in my stomach yet. So I just wanted to give a couple pointers on things that are working for me and on ways I'm getting my protein in. Oh, I guess I can also talk to you about my fluid intake, which this on day one, I was really emotional my first day home from the hospital. I didn't think I was going to be. I mean, I'm really happy about this journey and where where it's going to take me. And I've already lost 11 pounds in 1 week through the surgery, which I realize is not going to be 11 pounds a week, but especially since it was hard, getting the food and the liquid in at first. I'm just, day 2 of getting this under my belt. But in the beginning, I had a bottle about this size that I was trying to drink out of, and it really became just so intimidating to me that every time I looked at the bottle, I just cried, because I would only get about this much out of the bottle in a day, and that's obviously not enough liquids to live a healthy life. So it was a little scary, and and I was very overwhelmed by that. I mean, that was like probably the worst part of the recovery. The pain wasn't bad at all, except when I was trying to sip. Like, I felt that discomfort in my stomach when I was trying to sip, and I wouldn't even want to call it. I mean, I guess it could be considered a pain, but it's like I don't really. To me, it was more of like just discomfort, like irritating, and because I could feel it, it was concerning me. Um, but it wasn't a type of pain that would have changed my mind. Like, if I knew what this pain felt like now before I had surgery, I would still have done the surgery. Um, the day I was home crying that I couldn't drink water, I probably would have said, I don't want the surgery. Let's flip it. I was going, through like a really, regret, like, what did I do to myself, kind of a feeling. But that passed. That passed. And the other thing, if you are having a hard time getting liquids down, this isn't on the diet plan. This isn't recommended by doctors, but it worked for me, so I'm gonna tell you, and you can do it at your own risk. Is Luigi's lemon ice? Well, actually, we have a local ice cream place that does. fresh, they call it a Italian ice, which is like a very smooth smoothie. It's just ice, water, lemon, and sugar. So it's like a lemon ice, but it's really soft and it goes down well. The next best thing, because that is a local thing here, is Luigi's lemon ice, Italian ice. They call it Italian ice. Sorry, and it's it's cold. It's you can get them no sugar added, so it's just the natural sugars that are in the fruits, and it's sweet and sour at the same time. So it's a flavor that we haven't had up until this point, and I think the combination of being able to get some of that fluid in me, and it felt good because it was cold when it was going down, really helped. I still couldn't do large servings of it, but maybe about 2 ounces at a time. It took me a while to get through one container. It's maybe like a 6-ounce container, but it took me at least 3 or 4 sittings of trying to eat it. So so the one thing that's helping me with getting my fluids in now I can, sip on this. I just refilled it, but yay, I've gotten one of these down. I got another one to go, and I still got about 6 ounces of protein I got to figure out before I can go to bed. It's about 9:30 p.m. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do for my last serving of protein and get some of this liquid in me. But what's working for me is I found a juice that I like. There's sugar in it. I don't know if it was added sugar, but just because of the fruit juice obviously already has sugar in it. So I dilute it down. So this is about 5 ounces of juice, and then the rest is water. So the other 15 ounces are water. It's about a 20-ounce container. And it still gives enough of the flavor. It doesn't hurt because it's mostly water. It tastes good, and it's easy to drink. So this was a really long video. I didn't expect for it to be this long, but wanted to just share some of the things that have been working for me. And I'm going to try to touch in again tomorrow and let you know how things are going. And I might talk a little bit about the emotional side of things. So they haven't really touched on that much, but there definitely are some emotional things that go along with this change. So I hope you're all having a great evening, and be blessed wherever you are. This is a brand new kind of me signing off for the night. Have a great night.